Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Amy here. Today I thought we'd talk about some spring and summer type of books, whether they're based in spring or summer, or if they just give me more of the fact that they give me spring, summer vibes. Because I really, honestly, some of these books I don't remember if they were based in summer or spring, I don't know, but I'm getting the vibe just by the cover or maybe things I know about the book. So we'll jump into it. I have about 12 books. I just kind of pulled some books off my shelf, so it's definitely not everything I've ever read. I was just kind of skimming my shelves, looking at covers and being like, ooh, this kind of looks springy, this kind of looks summery. So I thought, yeah, let's do a video about these books. I'll start off with more mystery thriller, and then we'll move along to LGBTQ, male romance kind of books. I honestly don't have many in the mystery thriller, so I'm probably missing some. So definitely in the comments let me know any books that remind you of spring, summer, whether it be mystery thriller, LGBTQ+, male, female, whatever. Leave it down in the comments. We'll chat about it there. But I'll start off with The Cabin. This is by Natasha Preston. This is young adult. I really enjoyed it though. It was mystery thriller type vibes. We have a group of teens that are going to stay in this remote cabin in the woods for like a weekend. A weekend partying at a remote cabin is just what Mackenzie needs. She can't wait to let loose with her friends, but a crazy night of fun leaves two of them dead, murdered. With no signs of a forced entry or struggle, suspicion turns to the 5 survivors. Someone isn't telling the truth, and Mackenzie's first mistake is assuming the killing is over. It was just a really fun read. It kind of gave me like nostalgic, like 90s vibes of like, oh, what is it called? I Know What You Did Last Summer kind of vibe. It's definitely not related to that in any kind of way, but it just kind of gave me that vibe. So we have a group of friends. They think they're friends apparently, but apparently they're not. Somebody's killing them. It was a fun read. I really enjoyed it. I liked how each of the characters kind of gives their own little backstory, so you really don't know what's going on, who did what. It was just fun. You don't really hear about this book a lot, but this is I Found You by Lisa Jewell. I love this book. I gave it 5 stars. It's been a while since I read it, but I really loved our character in this story, like our lead character. She was just so, I don't know, she was just realistic. She was just imperfect. She had like 3 kids from 3 different dads or something like that. But she finds a man just sitting by the beach, by her house. She lives on the beach somewhere. I don't remember the specifics, but she found a man just sitting in the rain by the beach. She takes him in and she like discovers that he is just truly lost. Like he doesn't know who he is, where he came from. It was just really intriguing. We also get, we have like a timeline in here. We have different characters that we follow and their stories kind of intertwine with each other. It was a really fun read. If you haven't checked this one out yet, I highly recommend it. And then I just had to throw The Body in by Stephen King. This is definitely not my favorite book in the world. I loved the movie Stand By Me, which is based off of this book, The Body. I used to watch that as a kid. Like, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Definitely summer vibes here. We have a group of young boys that are like hiking through the woods near their houses to go find this dead body that apparently has gotten struck by a train or something like that. So the whole story is about these young boys, and I say young boys, they're like early teens, maybe 12, 13 kind of thing. Maybe a little bit, I don't remember how old they were. But anyway, they just take a day and a night to go in search of this body. And it was just, I enjoyed the movie. I definitely, got the feel and I could see where the movie came from reading the book. But yeah, the movie was the movie was so much fun. But I just want to throw it in here because it's definitely summer vibes. Hiking through woods, looking for a dead body. Can't get better than that, I guess. A little bit on the lighter side of a mystery. I wouldn't call this a cozy mystery. I guess a touch of cozy mystery. More like women's fiction with some mystery, mischief, and touch of romance maybe. This is The High Tide Club, by the way, by Mary Kay Andrews. I actually really enjoyed this book. Definitely summer vibes by the cover. But we have a young single mother, struggling lawyer. Her name is Brooke. She is summoned by this heiress. She's like in her 90s. For some reason, she wants to tell Brooke her story and have Brooke help her, you know, get her everything in order before she dies, make amends and things like that. So we get a fascinating story of our 90-something-year-old heiress. What was her name? Josephine. I loved her story. So we do have a timeline dating back to when Josephine was younger, and she had a group of girlfriends, and they called themselves, or they had what they called the High Tide Club. There was a lot of just fun mystery type feels to this story. Like I said, Josephine led a fascinating life. I was just more like involved with like her story and what her and all her friends had got up to in the High Tide Club, what it all meant. Really enjoyed it, and I really also enjoyed how Brooke kind of comes into the picture and it sets everything right and makes amends for Miss Josephine. It was really entertaining. Like I said, it's on the lighter side, definitely a lighter side of mystery, kind of cozy mystery vibes, but not really. A little bit darker than a cozy mystery. Just good fun with a touch of romance. Yeah, it was a good time. This really has nothing to do with mysteries or anything. This is just I thought it was a fun YA book, and I enjoyed it. It was kind of a slightly romance kind of book, YA romance. This is Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. This is basically about a young couple that were best friends, not in a romantic way. They kind of grew up together sort of thing, and then they became enemies. Ever since last year's homecoming dance, best friends turned best enemies. Zori and Lennon have made an art of avoiding each other. It doesn't hurt that their families are the modern-day Californian version of the Montagues and the Capulets. But when a young group camping trip goes south, Zori and Lennon find themselves stranded in the wilderness, alone, together. I'm just gonna read that little tidbit. It was just cute, and I enjoyed their story and how they started to maybe become friends again, maybe more. It was really cute, definitely summer vibes. Moving along into the more male romance, LGBTQ sort of genre. This is Swipe Right for Murder. This is by Derek Millman, but this is like a James Patterson Presents kind of book. I haven't read anything else by this author, but I really enjoyed this. You don't hear a lot about this either. This is basically a hookup gone wrong kind of thing, but I really enjoy, you know, the whole modern day texting and swiping, you know, on the apps, on the dating apps. I really enjoyed that aspect of it. So we follow Aiden in here. He's 17 years old. He's just trying to enjoy his spring break, meets up with his parents, and then I think he's like off to Vegas to meet his aunt for something. I don't know. His family was super fun. I remember that in here. I remember like just them being loud, and I just loved them. But Aiden's, of course, being a 17-year-old, he's annoyed by them. But anyway, just trying to get away and just have a little fun before he goes off to Vegas to meet with his aunt. You know, he swipes right. He meets this older guy in a hotel room, and things from there just take a totally wrong turn. Before you know it, he's got himself in a little pickle, and it was just really entertaining. Lots of fun, action-packed, page-turning. It did get a little culty towards the end, but it was just a little bit, and it wasn't bad. You know, Like I said before, there can be good culty and there can be bad culty. I would call this a okay culty. Then we have What If It's Us. This is by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. This was such a cute read. I loved it. This has been an Arthur story. So we have Ben, who has been living in New York all his life, most of his life, bringing some stuff to the post office. I believe it was like his ex-boyfriend, a box of stuff for his ex-boyfriend or something like that. And then we have Arthur, who is spending the summer in New York with his mom as an intern at her law firm, and he is going on a coffee run or something, and him and Ben sort of bump into each other, and a little bit of a relationship starts from there. It was just really cute and fun, and I fell in love with these two guys. I still have not read the book 2, so that needs to happen soon. But yeah, this was a really cute one. And I had to throw this one in there. This is Camp by L.C. Rawson. This was so much fun. Like, the best time ever. If you want to just have a good laugh, it's just so lighthearted and fun. I can't recommend this book enough. So we have Randy. Randy's the best. He loves summer camp. He attends the summer camp every year. It's a camp for queer teens. He has such good friends over there. He's into theater. But this summer, he is determined to catch the eye of Hudson. Hudson is more of a masculine kind of gay guy, where he likes more masculine guys. So in order to get Hudson's attention, Randy sort of makes a transformation over the school year before summer camp, and he turns himself into Dale, a more masculine version of himself. But he has to put aside all the theater and all the fun things that he loves at his summer camp and do the more sporty things. But he was such a fun character, and he just like went in there and did the best that he could do to prove that he could be this masculine guy for Hudson. And it also has like a little story of, you know, you shouldn't have to change who you are for someone else. They should love you for who you are. But it was so much fun. Dale is so cute. His friends are so cute. I highly recommend the audio. I listened as well as like read along at times, and the audio is the best ever. Highly recommend. Of course, one of my more recent reads, this is Scoring with Him by Lauren Blakely. It revolves around baseball, so baseball is more of a summer sport, so that's why I'm throwing this in there. Although, after you read this, you're gonna probably want to jump into the other ones because it does kind of leave you with a little cliffhanger at the end. But I loved this series. It's just a 3-book series. There's also a little, like a little prequel novella. I don't have a hard copy of it, but it's really good too, kind of leading you into this book. So we have Grant. Grant loves baseball, and he just wants to succeed. Long story short, Grant becomes a rookie baseball player, and he meets his idol, I guess, in baseball, which is Declan. Declan is beautiful, as we can see on the cover here. I think this is Grant on the back, and this is Declan. Declan is, of course, in the major leagues, and sort of giving Grant some pointers at baseball. They start to become like friends, even though they are attracted to each other. They're trying to stay away because you just don't date baseball players. But when Grant reveals to Declan that he's a virgin and he doesn't really know how to play the scene, you know, Declan decides he's going to give him some pointers, not baseball pointers. It was really sexy, really hot. I really enjoyed their story. Love Grant. He's hilarious. Declan. Love Declan. He's more on the serious side, but love him too. Like I said, you're going to want to read all 3 of these books. And I highly recommend the novella before you jump into Scoring with Him, because it really gives you an idea of who Grant is. Top Secret by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy, one of my favorite male romances. So this is Luke and Keaton's story. They meet through like I guess like a hookup app. They had their usernames are Lobster Shorts and Center 3. Lobster Shorts is 21 jock, secretly a science geek, hot AF. Center 3 is 21 finance major, secretly a male dancer, and hot AF. So Keaton is our Lobster Shorts. Him and his girlfriend, well, his girlfriend basically wants to spice things up in the bedroom. So for her birthday, she wants Keaton to find them a male partner to be with them. Keaton, being the great guy that he is, goes on the dating app and starts to fish around for a third partner. And this is where he finds Luke, who is Center 3. As they start chit-chatting over the app, things start to heat up just between the two of them. I don't want to spoil anything for you. I highly recommend reading this if you haven't got the chance to read it yet. So cute, so much fun. This is a first time read, just discovering yourself, discovering that you possibly like guys as well as girls kind of read. I love those reads, and I loved how Luke and Keaton became friends over this app, and then they find out who they are in real life. It's so cute, love it. You have to read it. And last but definitely not least, this is Call Me by Your Name. I'm gonna butcher this, but this is by Andre Asiman. I don't know if that's right, but a beautiful story, y'all. I have not watched this movie. I need to. Loved the book. An instant classic and one of the great love stories of our time, definitely. Call Me by Your Name is a story of a sudden and powerful romance that blossoms between an adolescent boy and a summer guest at his parents' cliffside mansion on the Italian Riviera. Each is unprepared for the consequences of their attraction when, during the restless summer weeks, unrelenting currents of obsession, fascination, and desire intensify their passion and test the charged ground between them. Recklessly, the two verge toward the one thing both fear they may never truly find again: total intimacy. So beautiful love story between these two guys. One is, there's definitely an age gap here, but it's beautiful. So that's it, y'all. Those are my spring and summer book recommendations. If y'all have any book recommendations for me, list them down below. Like I said in the beginning, I know there's more out there. I just pulled these off my shelf. So let me know in the comments. We'll chit chat about them. Hope y'all are all doing well out there, having a great start to spring. Looking forward to the summer months. Hugs from me all around, and I'll see y'all very soon in a new video. Bye, y'all. Then we have What If It's Us. This is by Becker. Then we have What If It's Us. This is by Becky Albertalli.